Hey, good morning. It is Tuesday, September 8th, and it is time for some more fun. I am Jeff Blankenburg, and I have been on here for what seems like forever now, building a bunch of cool stuff. But today, specifically, we are continuing our work on building an Alexa skill that is a casino. Now, this isn't a real casino like real money or anything like that. But it is a fun way to play a bunch of casino games just with your voice. So you can say things like play video poker or play roulette or play slots. We have plans to come in and do things like craps and blackjack as well. I haven't built those yet, but those are yet to come. And we have, we've been doing a bunch of stuff with sound effects. We've been talking about doing things with in-skill purchasing. So there's lots and lots of things that go into building a good casino, but at its core, it needs to be simple and easy to navigate and easy to understand. And so that's something that we've spent a lot of time on so far, is building an easy to understand casino. So that includes saying things the way you want to say them, like play poker, right? That doesn't give me nearly enough information to actually let you play poker, but it's something you can still say. And we've built it in a way where the skill will reprompt you and say, oh, you want to play poker? Okay, how much do you want to bet? It manages your balances. It keeps track of all your bets. It can persist your bets across multiple sessions. There's lots and lots of fun happening here. So I have a limited amount of time today. I have to wrap up right before 11 o'clock. We're actually refinancing our house, and we're closing on the loan at 11 o'clock here at the house. So much going on today. Okay, so with that, I think I'm just going to get right into it. So let's kick over to this view. This is our code. This is where we live, and this is my to-do list. So there's a couple of things that I really want to focus on first. The first one is I hate the sound effect. I don't even know if I have that in here. Nope, I don't even have that here yet. So I need a new sound effect for spinning the roulette wheel. And I went to the website that I've been buying things from, and I'm not finding. Let's just see if I type in roulette, if that gives me something different. This needs to be my first stop, because I hate the sound effect that I'm using now. It's just too long. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. And these are all loops, so that doesn't really give me what I want. All right, let's go find someplace else. Roulette wheel sound effect. Perfect. This is the one I'm using. That's no good. It's just too. The problem is spinning a roulette wheel takes a long time, and I don't want a 14-second sound effect. You know, that's what I'm trying to avoid. $17.25. Look at these. We need to find something that is. There we go. Short spin. No, I don't like any of those, so we're gonna keep looking. Where is everybody this morning? I feel like we don't have anybody here. Sound dogs. That sounds like a place that might have sound effects. Yeah, look at how long some of these are. Too much background noise. Too much background noise. No. See, you get that hiss and I'm out. Whoa. No, I don't know what you're doing on this website, but no thank you. Audio Jungle is a place that has things. Seconds, 14 seconds. Look at these. Large Wheel of Fortune.
Audio Jungle. Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Oh, I like this one. I just wish it was...
Audio Jungle.
All right, let's go find that audio file we just downloaded. Open this up in Audacity. I think we could just make this shorter. That would be good. Let's go. Okay, we have our audio.
Audio Jungle.
I wonder if I can. I wonder if I just chop this. Like if I just chop it down. How does that sound? That was actually pretty good. I wonder if we could take it. That blends nicely. Guys, I think we got something here. Yeah, see, that's so much better. This is so much shorter, cleaner. We're going to go with that. All right, so this is going to be... What did we call it originally? Well, we'll just call it roulette. Spin. I don't know what I actually called it. All of that is great. Okay, so first steps in doing this is we need to go to S3 and upload this. And I think that we have a new, far less annoying roulette sound. I don't mind a little sound effect. I don't mind a little time. But I do mind when it's just so long. So this is Alexa. I really should have, if this is in the I have the Chatsino folder. Okay, so I'm okay. So I have this roulette wheel. We're going to get rid of, no, are we going to get rid of it? Yeah, we're going to get rid of it. So we're just going to delete this one. And then we're going to upload the new one, which is roulette spin. I'm trying to be more specific about my naming. So we'll do next, give it all freedoms possible. Right. So it's now called roulette spin, which now means that I need to go into the spin roulette intent. And here, this needs to be roulette, spin, and save. So let's see how that sounds, because I think that might be pretty cool. So we'll bet 10 on red. Well, I can't do that because the skill.
Welcome to the Chatsino. You currently have 1,307 coins available. You have played slot 71% of the time. You should give poker or roulette a try today.
Okay, good tip.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to bet 10 on red, please.
You wagered 10 coins on red. What would you like to do next? You can place another bet. or you can say spin the wheel when you're ready.
Let's hear our new sound effect. Oh, I didn't encode it properly. It's going to error out.
There was a problem with the requested skills response.
Why don't I ever realize that until it's too late? File, export. Save. Why does that always happen? And I also have to ask, like, why does Alexa care what the bitrate is? Honestly. That's a really good question to ask. Okay, so I'm going to upload this same file again. And we'll go next. We'll go next and next and upload. And our file has been uploaded, and now we come back here and we should be able to say bet 10 on red.
I don't know that one.
We broke the skill. Let's try that again.
Welcome to the Chatsino. You currently have 1,301 coins available. You have played slot 71% of the time. You should give You wagered 10 coins on red. The wheel landed on 23. You bet 10 on red and won 10 coins. You won a total of 10 coins, which brings your total to 1,313. I've returned all of your coins from the table. What would you like to do now?
I want to amplify this because this sound effect was too quiet. I don't know what I'm doing. How do I just turn the volume up? I mean, I think that's amplify, right? But I don't really know. Effect. What else could it be? Noise reduction, normalize. It's gotta be amplify. Oh, that on its own did something. Okay. Okay, let's try exporting this one more time and uploading. Because it just felt a little quiet compared to the rest of what we were doing with Alexa's voice. I felt like the voice was much louder than the sound effect. And I kind of want them all to be on par, right? That makes sense. I would want them to sound similarly loud. I feel like my intro sound probably could be quieter, but let's add our file. Nope. Gotta do this. Alright. So that is now uploaded again. We are here. Let's bet 10 on red.
You wagered 10 coins on red. What would you like to do next? You can place another bet, or you can say spin the wheel. The wheel landed on 22. You bet 10 on red and lost. You lost a total of 10 coins, which brings your total to 1,000.
So that roulette wheel compared to this,
Welcome to the Chatsino. You currently have 1,307 coins available. You have played slot 71% of the time. You should give poker or roulette a try today. What would you like to do?
So if I come into the SSML reference for audio, I wonder if there is a way to set properties I can set on this? No. Wish I could just, by default, like, just set a volume. My phone is just exploding today. Stop it. Okay, so I can't set the volume here. That's okay. We have a new sound. I can deal with this sound effect later. It's too soft. So we've gotten closer. Find a way to make it louder. Okay, so that's good. That was something that has been bothering me, and we've solved the problem that was bothering me, which is it's way too long. How does a user remove one or many bets from the table? Did we start doing that yesterday? I feel like I started with some new intents yesterday. Clear roulette intent, yeah. So, oh, Karthik is in with the raid. Good morning, Karthik. I hope your stream went well this morning. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody is here joining. Whew. Time for a raid. So, for those of you that haven't been here, I just replaced the sound effect for the roulette table. And now we're going to work on being able to clear your bets. So it's very easy to make bets in roulette. You could say bet 10 on red, or put 50 on odd, or whatever. But what we haven't been able to do is remove a bet. And I think, at least for right now, I did slots, right? So I could say, oh, I decided I'm going to make you take them down one at a time. And I just thought of another thing I would want to say for betting. So if I say start roulette intent, this is like where you place your bet. I should be able to say like put wager on position. I don't know why I don't have that one already. Okay, so that's getting added. Good morning, Karthik. Some big wins there. 24,000. Okay, so I have that there. What I really want to do now is focus on clearing roulette. And so this is when you say like, I don't think there's a bug there, Karthik. Your new total is 56790. You must have. Yeah, check your balance. You might have bets wrapped up someplace. It reserves your money if you have a bet on the table for something. So do a balance check and see if that's the case. Oh no, Karthik. So my guess is you have some bets someplace. If you type exclamation point balance, it'll tell you where your bets are, I think. But I don't know for sure. Mr. Smoofy is here. Good morning, Mr. Smoofy. I need to do. I don't think this is the one I want to do yet. I think I want to do the pay table one, because that's relatively easy, and it's going to be manual text. It's not going to be generated. I'm just going to tell you what the things are. So this is where you come in and you just tell me what game. Oh my gosh, you ordered a webcam in March and it only just arrived? That's crazy. I'm glad it's here. I'm glad you have it. Time to start some streaming. Good morning, Kevin Evans. So this is what is the pay table. And I think I have some dialogue management stuff to say like, yeah, did you want the pay table for video, poker, roulette, or slots? Perfect. Okay. So we have all of this. I think we can just get right into building a new intent over here. So our first step is to do one of these, and this is the pay table intent. So let's go find something near P. Oh, not that. Like that, and we'll do this. This is the pay table intent handler, and that needs to be the pay table intent right here, and this needs to be the pay table intent. Okay. Before Corona. Yeah, I think that's what BC stands for now. We should just start over. Next year is year 1. AC. Or if you're an American, hopefully next year is year 1 AD, which is after Donald. But I don't want to get political on here. All right, so that all looks good. Now I just need to create some intents. This needs to be pay table intent. Okay, and then that needs to be down here too. And then we need to actually create a file. And so one of my simpler files anymore, I don't have a lot of really simple files, but this one will do. Save as. Call this pay table intent. And then we just need to add some things. Pay table intent goes here. This becomes the pay table intent. And we'll have to handle that. And then down here we have to send it out. Okay. So if I go back through the files I just edited, it should be yellow all the time now. Pay table intent. Why is that not? Oh, because I did put it in here though, didn't I? Pay table intent, pay table intent. All of that looks good. There's one last place I need to do it here. Which is this one. Pay table intent handler. Is that what I called it? Pay table intent handler. So, what's going on? Why are we not getting our references the way I would like? Pay table intent. I hope so too, Karthik. I'm getting pretty tired of what's going on in the world. This can all go away. Why aren't you happy with me? Pay table intent. I see the file right there. Pay table intent. Everything looks right syntactically. Mr. Smoofy, I'll tell you, I went to TwitchCon last fall, the one in San Diego, and it was eye-opening. It was very, very cool to get an opportunity to see the culture, and I think that's what really motivated me to really give this Twitch thing a run, was just the energy and the excitement. I mean, most of the people there were gamers, right? But the lines that I saw for people to meet streamers, like, people are really passionate about this stuff. And my hope, in whatever small part of Twitch I am, is to be somebody that people like reference, right? I want to be somebody that I don't care about the fame. I don't care about the lines or any of that kind of stuff. But I want to be able to say that like I helped kind of grow this developer community stuff online, right? I want to be able to show up and, like you said, I want to see a lot more coders there. I want to be able to go and like have an entire segment and track dedicated to people that are doing software development. I think that would be really rewarding to be able to see that. Karthik, long lines to meet me, right? Yeah, I should just put up a sign that says "Meet Jeff B," and people would show up to meet me. That would be disappointing at best. Okay, I don't know why this isn't working. Pay table intent is not being recognized. I think it's probably because I'm not making any async calls. What if I just take this away? Does that fix anything? Return handlers.payTableIntent. Handlers, I got my index right here that has my pay table intent in it. Well, I guess we'll just go and we'll see what happens. Helper.setAction. So what I really should do is have these pay tables. Yeah, see, this is where I'm really torn. Do I want to have this as part of the Chatsino? How do I want to handle this? Get. I have deck. I could just return my position object. Let's see, if I return, so like, let's look at slots. This is one I'm interested in. So we have slots, and we have this position. And so I could pass these things back. I could say, like, I send you this collection, right? And with voice, oh, Karthik, that's very kind, thank you. I just want more, like, I feel like there's so much gatekeeping in this industry where it's like, I'm not going to share any of my knowledge with you. I just expect you to know it. And I feel the exact opposite. I feel like what I'm doing, there's no secrets here. There's nothing I'm doing that is like proprietary or hidden. And it just feels to me like everyone would be better served being able to tune in and see somebody working on something that they want to do. I'm creating a giant archive. I mean, every one of these videos that I've made here on Twitch is on my YouTube channel. So we're talking about hundreds of hours of development content at this point. And it's not that no one's going and watching it. I mean, I have like 7 views a month. It's nothing significant. But the idea is that it's there. And what I really need to do, I need to put a strategy together for taking the stuff that I'm doing today and identifying good 60-second chunks that I can pull out of it. And then I start pushing those out as individual pieces. Like, hey, here's a cool thing. Or, hey, here's a thing I solved. Or, yes, that worked, right? I do a lot of fist pumping. So that kind of stuff feels like it's incredibly worthwhile. One of the other things that I think I'm interested in doing is maybe once a month or a couple times a month. I like giving presentations that aren't necessarily software development related. I have one called Fear that I really enjoy. I have a bunch of talks that I've written. I have one called You Have Too Much Time. And they relate to software developers, but they're really meant to be like almost like life skills, motivational kind of things. And I feel like maybe, like, I don't know, once in a while I should do a talk like that. Because I think I have a lot to say there. I have a lot of life philosophies and strategies and mechanisms that I use in my own life to get through things and save time and save money and whatever. And I feel like that might be something useful to share with others. So that's really, really nice, Karthik. I appreciate it. Okay, so I think what I do here is I take this collection of objects and I pass this back, and then I would be able to loop through this and I'd be able to say, if you have 3 diamonds, that pays 100 to 1. If you have 3 lemons, that pays 18 to 1. If you have 3 bells, that pays 18 to 1. If you have 2 bells and a diamond. So I think I could probably do that with slots. Let's look at video poker. Is this video poker? That's roulette. Let's do video poker. This one I could say, if you have a royal flush, that pays 50,000 to 1. Because I have to base it all on what your bet is. So it's always got to be 50,000 to 1. That's what all my odds are against 1. So I guess I could just do that. So we could have in here as it's probably part of the cashier. Cashier? Get. What I really want is get get positions by game. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it in the cashier. I haven't really decided what data and cashier, how they're different. They're really merging into the same thing, but we'll do get positions by game type. Okay. So this file needs to be registered. Let's see if I can screw another one up. This is going to be get positions by game type. And then that we'll use a bunch of times, so I'll copy it. Const. Goodness. Karthik, thanks for coming, man. Have a good night. Equals require get positions by game type. Okay. And then this needs to be a function called that. And what we're going to do is push in a game type. And this should be a really simple function, actually. And then we need to do a module dot export equals this. And so if we go back to the cashier, all of that turns yellow. See, that's what's supposed to happen, is everything should turn yellow because I've completed the loop. But that didn't happen when I was building my other thing. So get positions by game type. So I think we can just do, we'll just switch this out. Yeah, we'll just switch this out. So switch on game type. And case, I need to figure out how I'm passing in game type. I don't even know how I'm doing that yet. That's going to be some kind of slot value. So let's look at my slot values that I have for game. Those are down here, slot types, game. And they are roulette, slots, and poker, all lowercase. Okay. So let's start with slots. I'm just going to return. I think I just need to return that collection of objects. So I should be able to say, we're going to need to bring in const poker equals require poker. No. Like that. And we'll need a const slots equals require slots. And const roulette require roulette. Okay. So for this, I should just be able to say poker dot position. No. Poker dot I don't know why I haven't included that yet. I guess, okay, const position. Position. think I can just do that. I think that's the plan anyway. And then we're going to say case poker. Actually, this needs to be slot stop position, which also probably doesn't have that exported. Slot stop position. Yeah, it's in there. Okay. So slot stop position, and then this is going to be poker dot position. And then this will be roulette. Return roulette dot position. That's weird that I didn't have that for poker. But this feels like the entirety of what I'm trying to do is just returning that position collection. And then if we go back to our pay table intent, this is where we're going to make that call. So we're going to say const position equals, hold on one moment. The number of spam calls I've been getting lately is just out of control. Sorry about that. I mentioned to people earlier, we're refinancing our house. We got a crazy low interest rate, and we're closing on the loan today at 11 o'clock. So I have to finish a few minutes early today. And I was worried that might be the person calling me because it's just a random phone number. This is something I really hate about our society today. And before I finish this, let me go on a little full camera rant. I don't know what's going on with my face here today too. I've got all sorts of red marks. Man, I'm a mess. Spam calls are obviously out of control, and they happen way too often. And you can block as many numbers as you want, and they just continue to come. So what I've generally had as a policy is I just don't answer my phone to a number that I don't recognize. The problem with this is that places like doctor's offices and insurance companies and roofing companies don't realize that when they tell you, hey, we'll call you later, that now puts me on alert to answer every phone call that comes into my phone. And it means that I'm answering dozens of spam calls a day just because I don't want to miss the one from the important person. So I think we've got to find another way around this because I really don't want to answer any phone calls that are not specifically from someone. They spoof all of it, which again I don't understand why that's okay. But I understand that the phone companies probably make a lot of money from this. But it's the same way with like junk mail that you get in your mailbox. The post office is supported heavily by all those people sending that junk mail. So I don't mind getting it. I throw it in the recycling bin and it goes on its way. But phone calls are so much more disruptive. And it's just absolutely unacceptable that I'm paying for a service and yet the service is just being used for a bunch of people to call me. And half the time, there's nobody even on the line. I just don't understand the business model here for you to spend money to, even if it's all computerized, to spend the money to harvest a phone list, to make phone calls. It means you have to have phone lines, which means you're paying someone to be able to make all these calls, and then you end up not even having your recording work or whatever. There's just no one there. I don't know. It drives me crazy. Anyway, that's where we're at. So positions, this is going to equal, this is Chatsino dot cashier get position by game type. And this is where we're going to pass in our game type. Major Lift, good morning. Welcome. Hello again to you. We're in the process of building a pay table intent so that people can find out when you look at what you're playing here with slots or poker. It would be good to know, like, hey, what are the winning situations? Like, you got a cherry grape, or I'm sorry, you got cherry bell orange, right? it would be cool to be able to know, like, why did that win? What was the winning condition? And so I think I do. I do have the pay table available for the chat. If I say pay table poker, I think I set this up. Yeah. So there's the pay table for poker, right? Royal flush, straight flush, four of a kind. It shows you the odds: 50 to 1, 25 to 1, 10 to 1. And we can do the same thing for slots. I can say pay table slots. There you go. You got it, Major Lift. So what I'm doing is building the voice version of this, but those are the things that win. And you can see that the X's that are next to those cherries, that just basically means it doesn't matter. If you get an opening cherry, you won automatically. It doesn't even matter what the rest of the stuff is. If you get 2 opening cherries, doesn't matter what the third thing is. So those are the winning conditions. And Twitch doesn't give me the ability to do line breaks, or I would certainly have line broken that. But yeah, that's why you won with just the cherries, because of the cherries are magical. And you can also see that the diamond can fill some things in at the higher levels to help you win as well. So that's what's going on there. So that's what I'm building here for voice. So now I'm taking that same data, right? I have the 3 diamonds and the 100 to 1, and I need to figure out how to turn that into a voice situation. So that is what we're doing here. So I'm calling in chatsino.cashier.get positions by game type. And what we should be able to do here is say const game type equals, and we can say helper.get resolved words. This is a function that I created. Handler input is where I'm passing in the JSON that came from the skill, and then the name of the slot that I want, and this is called game. So m2dev.net stream question. Yeah, let's do it. What stream question do you have? Happy to answer your questions about streaming. How did you get the chat and users in chat to show at the same time? This? Oh, on your own stream, you or anyone that you've made a moderator to your stream. This is a good question. So let me go to Twitch. Just the standard, like this is what most people see, right? They come into my stream, and I'm going to turn the play off. This is what you see. You see the video, and you see the chat over here on the right-hand side. However, let me shrink my browser so you can actually see it, because it's down here. So if you're a moderator, you can see that you have this mod view button. Now you're automatically a mod on your own channel, but on anybody's channel where you are a moderator, you also have this button. And if you click this button, you end up in this view. And this moderator view gives you the ability to moderate what's going on. You can set messages to be caught so they're not automatically published if people use certain terms or phrases or whatever. This also shows me the users in chat, so I can refresh this, and you can see these are the people that are here right now. So we have some people that are lurking in the background, and that's always okay. But this is part of being a moderator for that channel. So I can see the chat here, and then I can see the users that are actually here. I also have channel actions, which allows me to do a bunch of other things, like make it so that only subscribers can participate in the chat, or block specific terms, right? So this is just the moderator dashboard, but that's the only way to get to this. So you wouldn't be able to do this on my channel, but if you're on your own channel, you can totally do this, no problem. So hopefully that answers your question, m2dev.net. Okay, back to what I was doing, because I still have some work to do. So we're getting our resolved words. We're going to pass in game type 0 here. And this should give us the positions. So we're getting get positions by game type, and we're passing in the game type that the user indicated. So they're going to say something like, if we go back to our interaction model, they're going to say something like, if we go to the pay table intent, give me the poker pay table, or show me the pay table for slots, or what is the roulette pay table, right? So that they can see what these things are. I'm happy to help. There's also M2 on your own channel. You can also go to a much more robust dashboard. I think I had that here in my thing. But you could be the stream manager for your own channel, and that looks like this. And this, again, I've kind of customized it, but you can see here I have an activity feed. So this is like when things happen. So these are people that have followed me or things that have happened when Kevin Evans asked me to hydrate yesterday. But I can interact with all the stuff I have here. I can also set up custom buttons. If I need to clip something, I can just click this button and it automatically creates a 60-second clip of what's going on. And so this is useful, but I think when you're actually streaming, the one that I like is the mod view. This is more useful to me. So very, very good question. Okay, so I am calling get resolved words. I'm getting game, and then I'm taking the value that resolves there. And we should probably say something here. So if game type 0, no, we want to say if it's not, then, and we need to define speak output, so we'll do a let speak output equal nothing. And right here we're going to say if game type is nothing, so they didn't match any of the things that I was expecting them to say, but somehow they got past my dialog management, then I'm going to say speak output equals I think there's a way for me to do this. I don't remember how. I did this somewhere else. Add illicit slot directive. Yeah. So this is the thing that will allow me to say, like, hey, what slot did you want? I'm trying to get this specific slot from the user. Illicit slot directive is awesome. Okay, so we're going to say, which game did you want the pay table for? And we're going to now need to make these curly braces because we have more logic. And so this gets this, and this needs to be game. And then this gets a closing curly brace like that. And then otherwise, we're going to do else. And then this will be like this. Okay. So now we're saying, tell me about what you want. And we're going to say, oh, you didn't tell me a game, what do you want? And I can elicit that slot. Otherwise, I'm going to get positions from the Chatsino cashier, and then I'm going to create some speech. So what we're going to need to do, how does it return that to me? I actually don't really know. I think we'll just assume it has properties like an array. So we're going to say for let I equals 0, I is less than positions dot length I plus plus, and then we're gonna start our speak output. So this is going to become speak output, but like plus equals. And this will say something like, how do I want to do this? If it's 3 diamonds, let's start with, we need some. This is, no, jeez, what are you doing? Speak output plus, no, yeah, plus equals, we could just do equals actually. This is Major Lift, I think it seems like he is just emulating a lot of my commands. And so he's using his bot to basically collect coins, and then he hands them out to other people. But he's using my currency, my commands, whatever. It's an aggregator, a way for people to. He's treating it kind of like a bank. So if people need coins and they're out of coins, they can borrow them from his bot. It's kind of a clever implementation. This is the pay table for boom, boom, like this. And we're going to say game type 0. So we have, this is the pay table for poker. And then I'm going to say I don't want to say A. No, it's the exact same currency for sure. Speak output. So we're just going to say the name of the thing. So we're going to say positions I dot, what do we call these things? We got to go to our objects. Let's start with slots and make sure that they're all consistent too. So I have this position. This is called name. So name is the thing that I want to use. And then for roulette, did I call it the same thing? Roulette, I have a name. That one's going to be tricky. That one's almost going to have to be customized because I don't want to say 14 pays 35 to 1, 13 pays 35 to 1. I'm going to have to work around those a little bit. Slots position has a name also, right? 3 bells, 2 bells, and a diamond. And that's how I want it to be. Okay, so I think I can just use name, and I'm going to say 3 diamonds pays, and I'll just put the word pays between it, and then I'll say 100, and I'll say 2-1 for every one of these. But for position, this is going to pay 2 to 1, 1 to 1, 35 to 1. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be weird about this one. And then for slots, I can say 3 diamonds pays, royal flush pays, 2 pair pays. Yeah, I think that'll work voice wise. Okay. So we'll say dot name. Let's do it this way. Pays, and then this becomes positions I dot odds 2-1. This could just be that simple. I feel like I'm going to get burned, and it's not going to work, but still doesn't like this pay table intent though, which is weird to me. Pay table intent. I feel like I've mistyped something. Pay table intent. That all looks good. Well, let's just try it. Let's just see what happens when we say give me, oh, I didn't build. Probably should have built this. Save. Build. So we'll wait for that to build, and then Major Lift, nice win. 42,000 coins. That almost puts you on the leaderboard, I think. I got this awesome mug from the AWS team, the Federal Training Team. I worked with a bunch of, I think they're all military, but they all. They're all basically they're stationed at Amazon. They're learning how Amazon runs their business and trying to apply those things to things that happen inside the military. And so I got to give a presentation to them about Alexa and how it works. Not a super technical talk, but like an introduction to like how voice works and all that stuff. And they sent me this really nice mug with the American flag on it. It's like a nice Yeti mug, and then it says AWS Federal Training on it. Pretty cool. I filled this up with water and ice last night. Still has ice in it. It's amazing. Okay, so we're now good on our interaction model. So give me the pay table for poker. I knew this was going to break, but I don't know why it's breaking.
The requested skill did not provide a valid response.
Unexpected end of input. That's pretty weird. Okay, we got to take a closer look at these things. So pay table intent. Oh, well, that's an issue, but not the issue I was expecting to have. We'll say, instead of play here, we'll say do. I need to go back. I'm going to go back and change these all anyway to be randomized, but okay. I still need to know why this isn't working. I'm not happy about it, but it could have just been that bug. Let's see. npm run dev. Let's do it. Get my endpoint set back up. Let's start over. Open the Chatsino. Excuse me. Allergies are getting me. I haven't taken my medicine in a couple of days, and
Welcome to the
I'm feeling it.
Chatsino. You currently have 1,308 coins available. Jeff, there was an error.
Yeah, that's not a
What
surprise.
should we do now?
I was expecting an error because the highlighting wasn't even working, but I don't know why it's not working. Okay, we still haven't solved this problem either yet. I thought I had solved that. So the error, cannot read property, get positions by game type of undefined. Did I not expose the cashier? Maybe I didn't do that. Chatsino. If we look at the index for the Chatsino, I'm not exposing the cashier. That's so weird. I wonder why I did that. I guess because I expect that to be internal, but okay, so we'll do that and that. So Major Lift, I'm curious about your username. It reminds me of the song Hallelujah. He mentions a major lift in that song. Obviously, that could be a reference to a number of things, but curious what the meaning of your name is. Maybe your last name's Lift and you were in the military. Who knows? Nice. I really, that is a breathtaking song. I've heard so many different versions of it, and just absolutely amazing. Okay, so cashier is exposed now. I'd love to know why I'm getting all of this data in here. That is game, which I thought get user record was not asking for. Available balance, current wagers, poker games, slot games, roulette games, total games, current poker. Yeah. I'm gonna have to think about. I'm gonna have to think about how I do this because it's getting overwhelming, the amount of data, and I don't need it. I don't need that data to come through at all. It's not affecting me yet, but that could be a major problem later. Okay, let's try it again. Is it still running? I think it's still running. Yeah. Okay. So give me the pay table for poker.
Jeff, there was an error.
We have another phone call.
What should we do now?
Hello? This is him. Sorry, everybody. That was an important phone call. So I'm glad I got an opportunity to take that one. I'm back. Here we are. We're doing our thing. And we had an error. So let's go see what our error was, because I haven't even had a chance to look at that yet. So much data. All right. Come on. Thank you, Major Lift. Cannot read property length of undefined. See, this is what I was thinking I might run into. So the good news is we're hitting our pay table intent. So I wasn't sure if that would happen. So we're getting back, if I look at my get positions, no, I want my pay table intent. And this is where I'm calling in here to get positions by game type. What I need to know is what am I getting back here? So let's do a little console log positions. I really thought it might come back just as an array or something, but that doesn't appear to be the case, at least so far. JSON.string if I positions. Okay. So let's see what comes back from that, and let's say give me the pay table for poker again.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
I hear you on the error. Yeah, I gotta get that data out of there. Okay. So cannot read property length of undefined. That's fine. But I have right here, I think, positions is undefined. Yeah, right? Alexa resolve error. Wouldn't that be great if I could just do that? So get positions by game type. Let's think a little more deeply about this. Can I just do like to array? That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Let's think about this. What am I really passing back? I have this position property, and then inside it has properties. So I was thinking that I could just iterate through those. Let's do some web searching. Let's figure this out. Iterate through the properties of an object in JavaScript. Blow this up a little bit. Okay, so I just have to do items.map. Okay. So let's get rid of that. We'll just return the position, and then over here we could say positions.map. Is that what it was? Map. Each item is an item. Okay, let's just take this whole piece. And we'll do this. Positions.map. Each item is an object. Plagiarism. TeamView, have you ever written code before? Half of writing code is going and finding somebody smarter than you that did something awesome. There's no such thing as plagiarism in writing code. Yeah, maybe it's object keys. Yeah, let's try that. So let's take this positions.keys. Do you think that'll work? Why? If you're going to look it up and type it, why wouldn't you just copy and paste it? Nothing wrong with that, man. No shame in a little copy paste. Luciano says objects.keys and then operate over that
keys doing something like keys.array. Haha, Major Lift, that's funny. Objects.keys, and then operate over the keys doing something like keyArray.map. I wonder if I can just do this, though. Keys. No. Let me have my keyboard, please. Keys. Yeah, this could do it. Let's go see.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
What didn't you like this time? Cannot read properties keys. All right, let's take a look at what's the input, what's the desired output. So the input, we can do this. What is the input? The input looks like, I don't have any of those open now, do I? Okay, so we'll go look at our input. We'll use slots as an example. The input is this, right? I'm receiving, if we look at it this way, get positions by game type. I am passing this something like this in, right? So I have this position object, and inside it has properties that are all of these individual types of positions. And each one of those has a name, an odds, and a symbol. So what I thought I was going to do was just iterate through the properties of position, right? 3 diamonds, 3 lemons, 3 bells. And then what I want to do is to be able to write out the name and the odds for each of these. So what Luciano is saying is object.keys. So let's talk about that, because this is just syntax I haven't used. So if we do object.keys JavaScript. Oh, this returns an array. Oh, perfect. Okay. This is the thing that I wanted. So I think what I will even do is I'll do this on the service side. So I'm going to do object.keys like this. I'm just going to send the array through. I'm assuming this is how I use this. And then this should return to me an array. Is that a fair assumption? Is this how you guys expected object.keys to work? And then I'll end up with an array of those items. And then when I come over here to pay table intent, what I should be able to do is now just do positions.length, because this should be an array. And so I'll bring this back up, and we'll get rid of all this and just say positions. And this is the pay table for poker or whatever, positions.length, and then this .keys goes away. And I think we have magic. Okay. Save. Let's go run it one more time. That was the piece I was missing, was just converting that object to an array.
Jeff, there was an error.
Okay,
What should we do
with an
now?
error. The error is so much data. Positions is still undefined. Why is that? I mean, position seems to think it's not getting anything back. Oh, it doesn't. It makes an array of object keys. It doesn't make an array of my data. I see. Well, what I wanted to do is make an array of my data. I want to turn it into an array, basically. But what it's returning is nothing. I mean, it's literally returning nothing to me. So I think I'm doing something else wrong here. So positions equals cashier.getPositions by game type. I'm not doing anything that's asynchronous, so this should all just flow through. But I'm not getting any data here. I guess, I mean, I don't know. Slots position is working. Poker position is working. Roulette position is working. Convert, let's see. Blind Alexa Dev here. Ert, I'm going to call you Ert. Thank you for being here. I'm writing in Node.js, so JavaScript. Convert object to array. I feel like there's an easy way to do this. So zoo has lion. And so if I do objects.keys zoo, it creates an array that has lion and panda only. So I want object.entries, array of array. What I'd love is an array of objects, but to answer your question, TeamView, why not just copy and paste the chatbot? Well, that's where we started. And then we've made a bunch of improvements. For example, when you play video poker here in the casino in the chat, it's one turn only, but the video poker for Alexa is 2 turns. So we've made a ton of updates and changes to the casino engine, in addition to thinking about how we store data and how we manage users and a number of other things. Because if we're going to do this, there's a lot that needs to go right. So it seems like object.entries might be the thing that I want. But I'm still not, I really don't feel like I'm getting... I'm still not getting anything back. And that makes me feel like I need to check my game type. Because maybe I'm not passing in a game type properly. Game type. Okay. So this will tell me what my game type is before we go into the switch statement. I don't really care that there's an error right now. I just want to see what's happening here. Give me the pay table for poker. It should give me the word poker.
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Game type object. Okay, so this is my issue. Is that I'm not cleaning this up. This needs to be game type dot value dot name. I don't know why I didn't think to do that earlier. But that's my issue. I'm not passing in the appropriate value, so I'm not hitting any of these. So it wouldn't have mattered what I had, but I think object.entries is what I want. Although now I feel like maybe I should go back and see what I get if I just pass the whole object. But we'll... Oh, thank you for the water, Kevin Evans. Okay. So that being said, we should now see the proper game type come through.
This is the payee table 4. Object. Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1.
That's fine.
Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1.
Stop it. That's okay, Artrin. Totally understandable. So here we have game type poker, so poker's coming through. We were able to get our things, and it looks like we have an array of arrays. So my array position 1. I want to just take this away because I really thought what I was doing would work. So we'll just fix the poker one. There's no need to fix all of them right away. If I do that, what do we get? This gives me an object with properties. Oh, TeamView wants me to drink. You're never going to get to your 4,000 if you keep spending 100 to give me water. Okay. So So let's go back and think about what's happening here. Because we are going to have to do something like this. I just wonder if this gives me my keys, and then I could iterate through that array. So we'll just pass back the objects, because then that gives me the freedom to do what I want. 4K you get on the Wall of Fame. Correct, Artrin. It's not an impossible task, but it's not something you're going to do in one day either. Okay, so now we come back to our pay table intent. Just make sure you've got a headshot ready. Like get a picture you want to use ready. And if you look at the Wall of Fame, if you have in mind the character that you want, that's really helpful too. When you know those two things, when you have your image and you have your the character that you want to be on ready, let me know and we can knock that out. All right, so not really. I mean, I'm going to crack it open in Photoshop and probably trim your head out anyway, so you don't have to do anything special. But I'm going to cut your head out, so a picture that has a good picture of your face is good. We don't generally do bodies or anything. We'll just put your head on one of the figures. So pay table intent is going to receive positions. So the first thing that we want to do is say const, we'll just call it keys. Can I call it keys? Yeah, I can call it keys. Is object.keys of positions. Okay, so that gives me my keys for the array. And then I can say this .value.name. And then in this, we're going to iterate through, instead, we're going to iterate through keys.length. And what we'll do here is say positions.keysI, maybe if I can type properly. No, it's going to be like this. positions.keys I.odds. That might do it. This we could be in a good place here. Let's give it a run and see what we hear. I'll turn my volume back on. TeamView, Major Lift is not wrong in his most recent statement, but I'm betting you haven't been to Casino to see the playing cards he's referring to.
This is the payee table for poker. Undefined pays undefined to 1.
Okay, this is
undefined pays undefined to 1.
the pay table.
Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1.
Archon, I know what you're talking about, man.
Undefined pays undefined to 1.
I've
Undefined pays
seen
undefined
plenty
to
of
1.
those. Stop it.
Undefined pays undefined to 1. Undefined pays undefined to 1.
This has got a nice beat to it.
What do you want to
There
do
we go.
next?
It's over. What did we receive? Positions. That all looks good. Okay, so this is the pay table for poker. And then we're iterating through keys.length, and we're clearly doing it because we're finding all the values, but we're not properly accessing them. Oh, it's because these are lowercase values. I think that's probably all we needed. Let's try again. Give me the pay table for poker.
This is the pay table for poker.
Winning.
Royal flush pays 50,000 to 1. Straight flush pays 5,000 to 1. Four of a kind pays 400 to 1. Full house pays 50 to 1. Flush pays 25 to 1. Straight pays 10 to 1. Three of a kind pays 3 to 1. Two pair pays 2 to 1. Pair pays 1 to 1. What do you want to do next?
See, Major Lift, this is why I do this stuff. You never know what you're going to learn or how you're going to explore, and everybody wins here. And we got our pay table for poker. So that sounded okay. It's long-winded. I wish there was like a way to get Alexa to just be like, I just wanted to take a breath, like a little joke, like I'm saying all this stuff. I don't think I have that option. Excuse me. I really thought maybe there was a speak. Yeah, there's break. Like I can break it up. That's okay. But a period does a decent amount of work with that. But I wish I had a way. I thought that there were like. Let's see if we can just search for this. No, I want it to be in Alexa's voice, TeamView. That's the problem. This is from like 2017. I know this was a thing that happened a while ago. I really feel like there was a way. How do I, Alexa developer, how do I make a breathing sound? No, I wonder if I could do, if I go to the sound effects library, I don't think they have one in here, but I'll check to see if, breath. Gasp. Is there like a human fight, human body? What is human body? Just like hitting people? Snoring. Oh wow, Archer, nice win. Farts are never not funny. Okay. Not eating, that sounds terrible. So, Gold Zulu, good morning. We're trying to figure out how to, maybe you know the answer to this, W. George, or Gold Zulu, because I feel like there is an answer to this. Is there a way to make Alexa make a breath sound? Just like a, or, I feel like those things exist somewhere. And I cannot remember. Let's look at the English US speech cons. There's just in the voice tag? I can just do it in the voice tag? Yeah, I know Polly can do it. Alexa cannot do breath noises. Well, that stinks. Okay. We spent enough time on that then. Let's come see what our pay table sounds like. So we did Royal Flush. Royal Flush pays 50,000 to 1. Let's do, what is the pay table for slots?
This is the pay table for slots. 3 diamonds pays 100 to 1. 3 lemons pays 18 to 1. 3 bells pays 18 to 1. 2 bells and a diamond pays 18 to 1. 3 grapes pays 13 to 1. 2 grapes and a diamond pays 13 to 1. 3 oranges pays 11 to 1. 2 oranges and a diamond pays 11 to 1. 3 cherries pays 11 to 1. 2 cherries pays 5 to 1. 1 cherry pays 3 to 1. What do you want to do next?
And then roulette pay table.
This is the pay table for roulette.
This
Red
is the one I need
pays
to
1
tweak.
to 1. Black pays 1 to 1. Even pays 1 to 1. Odd pays 1 to 1. Bottom pays 1 to 1. Top pays 1 to 1. Low pays 2 to 1. Middle pays 2 to 1. High pays 2 to 1. Column 1 pays 2 to 1. Column 2 pays 2 to 1. Column 3 pays 2 to 1. Double 0 pays 35 to 1. 0 pays 35 to 1. 1 pays 35.
We're going to have to stop that because she's going to go through every number. So I think I'm going to do this one manually. Because the odds of roulette and stuff aren't going to change. So I think it's okay if in my get positions by game type for roulette, I'm just going to do... I'm going to get rid of this. and we're going to return this. And in here, let's find our roulette position. Roulette position. Because I really feel like we need to tweak these up a bit too. So we'll take this as our model. Try to get some nice clean code here. So we'll do like red. So the name of this needs to be, red is fine for this one, I guess. So then we'll have a black. I don't really need all those properties there, but even. And see, this is where I want to make it more descriptive. Even numbers. Even numbers pay 1 to 1. That's what I want to say. Red. I guess I could say that. Red numbers. Black numbers. This will be odd. Odd numbers pay 1 to 1. The no, I want to say the odd space. I can't say even numbers because if you put it on a number, that pays different. Black. I'm just going to say red pays 1 to 1, black pays 1 to 1, but I also need like numbers, and this is going to be name, individual numbers, which includes 0, 00, and 1 to 36. Individual numbers, which include 0, 00, and 1 to 36, pays 35 to 1. So we're going to say odds is 35 on that one. Okay. Then we have red, black, even, odd. Yeah, see, Goldu, I knew I was aware of them, but it's only poly, huh? That's too bad. High is gonna, well, is that really the next one? Red, black, even, out. Bottom, top, bottom and top are next. Okay. Bottom. How am I going to do this one? Bottom is something like bottom, which includes the numbers 1 to 18. Does that still pay 1 to 1? Bottom, top? Yeah. So what did I do wrong there? Okay, so that one's bottom. Don't need a semicolon, need a comma. Then we need top. And this is top which is 19 to 36. Odds 1. Okay, then we need the other ones, which are low, which is 1 through 12. That pays 2 to 1. Is that right? 2? Yeah. Middle is name middle, which includes 13 through 24. And high, which is, I feel like I'm going to hate how this sounds, but at least I can tweak it up. High, which is 25 through 36. And then what else do we have? Anything? Oh, and then we have column 1, column 2, column 3. Okay, so I need to figure out how to say those, and then we're done. And then I got to finish because I got to stop right before 11. I'm closing on a new mortgage for my house, which is always very exciting. Col 1. Name. Column 1, which is the bottom, which is the column that includes the number 1. Yeah, it's a refinance major lift. Got a really good interest rate and was able to pull a little money out to be able to buy a car. So overall, very, very good. It's probably been almost a month. It's been slow though. They keep saying like, oh, we need this document, we need this document. So the slow process has just been continuing to upload documents and do all that kind of stuff. Column 1, which is column 1. Entire column that includes the number 1. And the odds on this are what? 2 to 1. Okay. So this will be column 2, which includes. Let's see if we can just do the numbers for this one. So if we look at roulette, column. No, I don't want to say all those numbers. That's too many. And column 3, which is the entire top column. Is that it? Are we done? We done with positions? Roulette. Position, 000 and numbers, right? Okay. So let's see if we can return this and if it'll just work. So that's roulette now. So let's ask for a roulette pay table. That isn't going to be nearly as long. Did I break something? What did I break?
The requested skill did not provide a valid response.
What? I mean, this all looks good. I'm gonna sneeze again. Excuse me. Oh, I do have an error right here. I do have an error. It's like, man, that all looked really nice. Okay, I think we're good now. I just found a semicolon. That was the issue.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Welcome to the Chatsino. You currently have
Okay,
1,321 coins available. You have... What would you like to do?
Sorry, what? Open Chatsino. Bet 5 on slots. Why isn't this working?
Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Oh boy. Oh boy, what did I do? Cashier.isValidWager is not a function. Oh, that's why. That's why I'm not doing that. What? What did I break? And how? What are you talking about? Something that has worked for months is just not working right now? I don't believe you. Quit. Here, we'll go do this too. Airtable. We're gonna clear out all of our data. There's just too much. So we can just take the roulette table, get rid of it. Delete all selected records. We can take the video poker records. Delete all of it. Take the wager records. Delete all of it. Delete the game records. Delete all of it. Okay. Now let's try this again. We quit the skill. We open the skill. Really digging that sound.
Welcome to the Chatsino. You currently have 1,329 coins available. What would you like to do? Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
What did I do? If I get rid of the cashier here, I think this is what I did. This is the issue. I just don't understand why it's an issue. Yeah.
You were dealt ace of spades, 10 of diamonds, 8 of hearts, 7 of spades, and 3 of clubs. Which cards do you want to hold? Jeff, there was an error.
This error
What
makes
should we
sense.
do now?
Because now I'm trying to get the cashier, and I can't because it's not exposed. So what if we do this? What if we take, I gotta go. Is valid wager, cashier. What if we just take the get positions by game type? There's nothing that's making this live in the cashier. What if we just took it and put it in data instead? Move it. So yeah, yes, I don't know. So now cashier doesn't have it, so index get position by game type, we want that to go out of here, and we want it to go into this one. So we're going to do get. Sorry about my dog. I told you guys things are about to go crazy here. So const get positions by game type. Get. Okay, and then we take this, copy, and then where we call it, which is in our handler, this needs to become data. And get data dot get position, all of that is still there. Great. So could it just work? Could I just say roulette pay table? That appears to be a hot no. I broke the whole thing. Get positions.
The requested skill did not provide a valid response.
Oh, did I thought I updated that. Cashier. I didn't delete it from right there. Okay, one more try, and then I really gotta go. I know, I'll be done in 1 second.
Sorry, I'm not
I need
sure.
a driver's license, though. I'm just gonna make copies.
There was a problem with the requested skills response.
Okay, so we're gonna have to restart the service because I blew everything up. And we say open the casino.
Welcome to the chat scene.
Pay table.
You currently have
roulette.
1,000. What would you like to do?
And it's still not working. Okay, I don't know what I've done wrong, but guys, I have to wrap things up for today because it has totally broken. Quit. Let you give coins to other people, so you can give some of your coins to someone else. That is how that works. Okay, I do have to wrap things up. We'll have to figure out what's going on with this tomorrow. But thank you guys all for tuning in. It's been a fun 2 hours, and I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning.